gentlemen, this is your TNA Impact feature contest. A match in the 6 sides of steel. The first person to escape the cage is the winner. Introducing first, from Tampa, Florida, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the instant classic, Christian Cage.
Earlier tonight, Christian Cage put things into perfect perspective. He talked about how important tonight's Impact main event, the 6 sides of steel match, was on several fronts. It turns out to be the deciding bout in the best-of-3 series, where we will determine which team, the Angle Alliance or the Unlikely Alliance, gets the man advantage for the first 5 minutes at Destination X.
It was earlier tonight when Kevin Nash able to beat the phenomenal AJ Styles in a street fight. And then it was the controversial finish, the first blood match, where Tomko scored the victory against Samoa Joe.
In addition to being the deciding bout, it's also a chance for the instant classic to get sweet revenge after being screwed out of the TNA title at both Final Resolution and Against All Odds. As Christian said, first it was AJ Styles, then it was Tomko who stabbed him in the back. Tonight, he gets Kurt Angle in the 6 sides of steel.
And his opponent in this non-title contest, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist and the TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Kurt Angle!
When Kurt Angle rallied the Angle Alliance troops at the outset of tonight's Impact broadcast, he showed just how focused he is on keeping his slot and his spot as the top dog in TNA as World Heavyweight Champion. The lack of concern for wife Karen's condition, that's obvious. He showed his concentration level, however, is at an all-time high for tonight's cage match.
And you know Kurt Angle wouldn't want nothing but to be the man when it comes down to it, to be the deciding factor. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's 6 sides of steel.
And there you hear the opening bell for our Thursday night Impact main event, to be contested inside the 6 sides of steel cage. It's the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle against Christian Cage. And remember, you win this 6 sides of steel cage match by either climbing over the top of the cage and touching the Impact Zone floor, or escaping through the door and then touching the concrete.
And you can ask the referee to open the door for you if you feel there's a chance that you can get through. As you see Kurt Angle right now, getting Christian Cage in the headlock, trying to wear him down. The key to this match, Mike, is to somehow get your opponent out of commission. Get it to where he is not going to interfere, and you can either climb that cage or get through the door. And both these guys have been in so many matches like this before, it's going to be hard to get an advantage.
And remember the importance of this specific one-on-one match. This is number 3 in the best-of-3 series of matches contested tonight here on Impact, where we will determine which 3-man team has the numbers advantage for the first 5 minutes of the 6-man tag this Sunday at Destination X. We're tied up 1-1. Is it going to be Christian Cage to give the Unlikely Alliance the advantage, or will it be Kurt Angle giving his own Angle Alliance the edge?
Nice counter by Christian Cage as Kurt Angle kind of taken control of the match early on, but Christian Cage, so sharp, so wily, saw an opportunity, took advantage of it, and quickly turned it around in his favor. And listen to those knife edge chops, Mike. You can just hear them vibrate through the Impact Zone.
Oh, he was lighting up the chest of the TNA World Champion, but then Angle was able to get the elbow up and catch Christian as he charged in, and now precarious position. Oh man, Angle just caught him with a couple of kicks to the side of the head and then drives the point of the elbow across the back of the head.
Well, he used that opportunity. I think he realized that Christian was going to keep him from getting out, so he came right back down, and now he's inflicting damage. And the shots to the back, the shots to the front, you can see that Christian Cage is just getting discombobulated in there. And, oh man! Oh, Christian able to block. Thought his face was going to go into the steel.
Repeated attempts by Angle to drive him face first into that unforgiving steel. Blocked by Christian, who answers back. Off the series of knife edge chops. Angle shot off into the ropes. Telegraph of the back body drop really hurt Christian. Angle connects with the kick, missed with the clothesline, doubles him over with the boot, and now the champ takes him up.
Oh, look at this! Oh, just creams him into the steel wall. And when we talk about it, we've got to see it again. This steel is just so unforgiving. It doesn't move at all, and he just slams them in. It's like hitting a cheese grater. Oh, right into the back.
Commercial break upcoming. When we return, more of Kurt Angle, Christian Cage, 6 Sides of Steel on Impact. And we are back on Thursday Night Impact. It's the continuation of the 6 Sides of Steel cage match. Non-title bout, but the TNA World Champion, Kurt Angle's gonna try and go out the door, but his opponent, Christian Cage, has got him hooked by the leg.
He was just a little too nonchalant. I think he thought he had Christian Cage out of commission. Christian Cage able to get there just in time to grab the legs and stop him. But oh, man, that knee just turned Christian inside and out.
Again, remember, touch the floor to win the match. You can either go out the door or you can climb over the top of the cage and then down to the concrete here in the impact zone. And boy, Angle is really feeling it at this point.
Well, he was so close to having a victory. If he could have scooted out of there a little bit quicker, he'd already be victorious in this matchup. Nice suplex right there on Christian Cage. And right now, he's being methodical in how he does this. He's just trying to give Christian Cage so much damage to where Christian Cage doesn't have the strength to stop him when he makes his escape.
Face first goes Christian. Again, directly into the side of the cage. Angle's got him by the back of the head and again drives him right into the steel.
How many times does Christian hit that steel? I mean, he just throws him in it every single chance he can. And Christian Cage has got to be feeling it, the pain that it causes. And you see now, Kurt Angle got him cornered and just doing whatever he wants. Look at that uppercut, just knocks him right to the mat.
Whiplash effect. The European uppercut snaps the head of Christian back, and at the same time, it's doubly effective because of the contact that the back of the head of Christian makes when he crashes right down to the mat.
The winner of this match will give his team that 3-on-2 advantage at Destination X. Think about it. It'll be 3-on-2 for 5 minutes, and the damage that you can inflict in that time is unbelievable. Both of these realize how important it is because it's personal with these guys. It's about causing pain to the other ones, and look at Kurt Angle just absolutely doing whatever he wants. Oh, he just catapults him right into the cage.
Again, Christian goes face first into the cage. Angle tried to take him up for that Olympic angle slam. Instead, reversed out of nowhere, and there's the DDT by Christian. Oh, we've got to take another look at this. There's the catapult. First, Christian goes directly face first in, but then reverses out of nowhere, and there you see the effects of the DDT. Now as we come back live, Kurt Angle laid out, opening now for Christian Cage to either go out the door or climb the 6 Sides of Steel.
Well, he had his opportunity, but he's just so beat up from Kurt Angle earlier. But that DDT is what he needed, and now you can see Christian Cage is feeling it, getting a little bit more energy. Nice elbow to Kurt Angle, and this is his chance. And there's the inverted DDT, putting Kurt Angle on the back of his head, and Christian Cage has got a free shot to climb out of the steel cage.
Here he goes. He's made it all the way up to the top rope. Angle in pursuit. Comes right up, charges up the ropes, and hooks onto the leg of Christian. He's going to try and suplex him from the top. Going to attempt a belly-to-belly superplex, but instead, Christian bites him, and then Christian frog splash off the top.
I mean, we've got to see that again if we can. Christian Cage using this frog splash to take everything out of Kurt Angle. You see him bite him, throw him down to the mat, and here he goes, and he hits it with perfection.
And again, it's not about gaining a pinfall. As we see another look at that frog splash, it's about escaping the 6 Sides of Steel to win this match and give your team the advantage on Sunday. Angle fights back, boot right into the gut, and then again Christian goes, unprotected, right into the side, right into the wall of the cage.
You saw how fast he just shot back off of it when he hit it. It's a wall of steel. And you mentioned it, Mike. It's not about pitting your opponent. It's about making sure your opponent can't stop you when you go to make your escape.
Oh, perfect counter by Christian. As Angle went for the slam, Christian comes up with an arm drag. And now, with Angle dazed momentarily, Christian's gonna try and finish him off, and he charged right in, went for the spear. Angle moves out of the way.
And again, you hit that wall. I mean, I've talked about it before, but there's something about the 6 Sides of Steel, the way it's configured. It makes that steel so unforgiving. There is no give. And Kurt Angle sees the opportunity, and he's climbed up here to the top. He's got a chance. He's got to be careful. It's a long way down.
Yeah, but he's
And
a
here
long way
comes
ahead.
Christian Cage, though's got the foot, and he's trying to pull him back in.
And he's able to. He hooked onto the foot of Angle. But now both men are up on the top rope. Oh, talk about a dangerous situation. An Angle with a go behind, and Christian holding on for dear life. Angle's gonna try and suplex him off the cage, but Christian just won't let go.
Look at Christian just holding on for dear life, and you can see the pain that it's causing. But Christian's somehow able to get leverage, and he's able to pull Kurt Angle back. And now the elbows to Kurt Angle, right to the face, and Kurt, oh, but he's got a shot for Christian.
Elbow by Angle across the bridge of the nose of Christian, but Christian now is going to try and climb up and get over the cage, but Angle's right behind him, got him in his sights, and there it is!
The Olympic slam from the top of the cage. Oh my God, we've got to see that again if there's a chance. This takes Christian completely out. Look at this, Mike, all the way from the top.
Desperation move by Kurt Angle, but you've got to give him props. He digs down deep, and look at the contact there as Christian just crashes right down to the canvas.
Crowd shows their appreciation for this hard-fought match, this battle, this war. And now Kurt Angle gets to his feet. He realizes there's no way Christian can stop him. And he goes through the ropes. And he's, wait a minute, Christian again just won't give up.
Yeah, just barely. He's got him hooked by the wrestling boot, and now he's gonna drag, the Olympic gold medalist back inside the cage.
He had to clear some room, and then he tried to go there, but now
Ankle lock.
He's got him in the ankle lock. And this is a way where he can take Christian out of the match, but Christian counters quickly. Here he goes.
Perfect reversal. Use the free leg, and Christian's almost out.
Look at
how
that.
close he is to touching down.
He was 1 inch away from the floor as he's trying to do anything he can to get to it, but Kurt Angle, just in time, pulls him back in.
Instant classic on the verge of victory. He was just this close to giving the Unlikely Alliance the edge at Destination X, and Angle goes right back. Look at those shots. Big right hands to the top, to the side of the head.
Christian Cage, so close, and you got to wonder what that does to you mentally. Realizing you're an inch away from getting the promised land, and he wasn't able to attain the goal, and now Kurt Angle feels it, takes him up for another Olympic slam. Oh, wait a minute.
Unprettier.
Here comes the Unprettier. Oh, he's able to counter. Oh, right back into the steel.
And now, Angle gonna go German, suplex, and he maintains his grip. He's still got the control. He nailed him with that first German suplex. Back to the well a second time.
You wonder how much more can Christian Cage take as Kurt Angle has assumed control, got the momentum. Here he goes for a look at that. Christian uses his foot to lock it, to keep him from hitting that German suplex for the third time.
Now, off the standing switch, Christian's gonna try and take Angle up, and Angle goes down.
He just put him up in the air and put him right on his face. And you can see that Christian Cage realizes he's got to get away, but it's almost like he doesn't even realize where he is. And he realizes that Kurt Angle's blocking the door. Can he climb up that cage and get out?
Incredibly competitive Thursday Night Impact main event. The personal situation with Christian Cage, trying to gain revenge for being screwed at our last 2 pay-per-views in the TNA World title matches, and at the same time, giving the Unlikely Alliance the lead, the edge, the man advantage this Sunday at Destination X. And here goes Christian.
Look at this. He almost got himself over the top. And Kurt Angle able to get there just in time. And, oh, wait a minute. He went to kick him. Look at this. Angle's got him in an ankle lock on the top rope. Unbelievable.
And Christian, you talk about being in that precarious, no-win position. And Christian is instead trying to use the cage to get balance, to get leverage, and he's able to reverse it.
Unbelievable how he was able to use that momentum. He realized he was in a bad situation. There was only one way out. He had to take Kurt Angle a completely different direction, and he did. And even though he took a bad fall himself, he was able to break that ankle lock on Kurt Angle.
Miracle move by the Instant Classic has all of a sudden put Christian Cage in control of the match. Is he going to come out the door? He's got 1 foot out. He's on the apron, and then Angle from behind. Oh, he just clipped him. He took out his leg.
And look at this. Christian's leg is caught in that rope. You can see it's caught on both sides, and Kurt Angle's taking advantage of it, putting the boots to the head. One shot after another, and now Kurt Angle's going to make his way out.
He's got it.
But look at Christian. He won't quit. He grabs onto that ankle every every single time.
And Angle's got to come back in, inflict some more pain, inflict some more punishment on Christian before he escapes out the door.
He's got to create some distance from Christian in that door. And Christian Cage still caught in that rope, which is actually helping him out in this situation because he's able to block Angle from leaving.
I mean, it is for the moment, but what if Kurt tries to climb out of the cage?
That's what he's going to do. He's saying goodbye. Good call, Mike. As now he looks for a direction that he feels good about the fall, and he's starting to climb up. Oh, man, there's no way. He's still tangled in the ropes.
Look at this. Christian in trouble, and Angle already celebrating on top of the cage. Christian in pursuit, but it looks like Kurt's way too far ahead of him.
Well, you can see, though, that Kurt was afraid to make that drop because of the height, which allowed Christian to get up and get a hold of him. And now Christian's using that grip to get himself up here over the top.
And at the same time, Christian has got the straps of Angle's singlet as well. He's not enabling Angle to drop down.
You can see both of them now. It's dangerous up here. Who's going to hit the ground first as they're on this side? Trying to find a situation where they can drop. Look at Christian, he's got a hold of his neck.
And they both go down.
Who hit first? Who hit first?
Who won it? This is a judgment call for the man who is standing right on the scene, referee Earl Hebner. Oh, you talk about a high-stakes judgment call. This is it. Who's it going to be, Earl?
Wait a minute. Christian Cage won the match. He says Christian landed first, and they get the 3-on-2 advantage.
The Angle Alliance will be outnumbered this Sunday at Destination X as we take another look. There you see, from a different angle, both men crashing down and Earl Hebner making the call.
It was a judgment call, but now it's broken loose as Christian Cage and Kurt Angle fighting it out, but here comes AJ Styles. Here comes Tomko as they're going right after Christian, and oh, look at this. The three of them are putting him back inside the 6 sides of steel.
Christian tossed in, speared down by AJ Styles. Now, you see Angle looking on. Well, Tomko's got a chain and he's got a padlock. Tomko's locking the steel cage door.
Think about what they're doing right here. They're evening the odds. They know it's going to be a 3-on-2 disadvantage for them. So what are they going to do? They're going to take Christian Cage out of the equation. Oh, my God, he just hit him with an Olympic slam. And now he's telling AJ Styles to do damage. Oh, man, Christian's not even going to make it till this Sunday.
Angle Alliance has a strategy. First it was Angle with the slam. Now it's Styles with the Styles clash.
And here comes Samoa Joe. Just doing everything he can, trying to just pull that gate right out of there. But the chain has kept him from it, and now Tomko just hit his finisher, and Christian Cage is getting creamed.
Joe was trying to tear the door right off the hinges, then tried to use the bell ringer, the timekeeper's hammer, to break through the lock. Instead, he realizes he's got to climb inside the cage, but Tomko's right up there fighting him off.
And you see Kevin Nash out here also trying to find a way to help. He has that bell ringer. Anything he can do to cause damage, but they can't get in.
Nash is trying to use a hammer. Samoa Joe's trying to bring down the door with a chair. Don't expect a wrestling match. It's going to be an all-out fight. It's going to be an all-out brawl this Sunday at Destination X.